High in the misty mountain of whispering pines, there lived a wise woman named Sharon. She was known for her gentle smile, twinkling eyes, and the way she always carried a little leather bag filled with food for her journeys. One crisp morning, while wandering by a rushing silver-blue stream, Sharon bent down to sip some cool water. As the sunlight danced across the ripples, something sparkled at the bottom of the stream. She reached in and pulled out a precious stone, smooth, glowing, and brighter than any gem she had ever seen. My, she whispered, holding it up to the light. This is rare indeed. But Sharon tucked it quietly into her bag and continued her walk, humming a gentle tune. The next day, as she followed a mountain trail, Sharon met another traveler, a weary man with dusty boots and a face tired from hunger. "Good day," Sharon greeted warmly. "You look like you've been traveling far." The man nodded, his stomach growling loudly. "I have walked for many days. I have no food left, and I am very hungry." Without a moment's hesitation, Sharon opened her bag. Inside were pieces of bread, dried fruits, and cheese. She offered them to him with a kind smile. The traveler's eyes widened, not only because of the food, but because he spotted something gleaming in her bag. "The stone," he gasped. "That precious stone, may I have it?" Most people would have clutched it tightly. Most would have shaken their heads and hidden it away. But Sharon only smiled. She reached into her bag, lifted the shining stone, and placed it gently into his hand. "Here," she said softly. "If you feel it will help you, then it is yours." The traveler was stunned. You're giving it to me? Just like that?" Sharon nodded. "Things are only treasures if they bring someone peace." The man could hardly believe his luck. He clutched the stone tightly, bowed deeply, and hurried down the mountain, his heart racing. For days, the traveler rejoiced. "With this stone," he thought, "I will never be poor. I can trade it for gold, for land, for food for the rest of my life." But each night, as he stared at the glowing gem, he began to feel unsettled. "She gave it so easily," he muttered. "Why didn't she keep it for herself? What does she have that makes her so rich without needing riches?" The question tugged at him more and more, until finally, he turned back, climbing the mountain once again. On the third day, he found Sharon sitting under a pine tree, sipping water from a wooden cup. Birds chirped above, and she hummed her same gentle tune. The traveler held out the stone. "I've been thinking," he said slowly. "I know how valuable this stone is. It could give me comfort and security for my whole life. But..." He pressed the stone into her hand. "I give it back to you in the hope that you can give me something even more precious. Please, give me what you have inside you, that made it so easy for you to give me the stone." Sharon's eyes softened. She placed the stone back into her bag and smiled. "My friend," she said kindly, "what I carry inside me is kindness. It is the joy of giving without fear of losing, and the peace that comes from knowing that treasures of the heart can never be taken away." The traveler listened closely, his chest growing warm. "Gold and jewels," Sharon continued, "can fill your pockets. But kindness, generosity, and peace, those fill your soul. And when your soul is full, you are richer than kings." The traveler sat quietly, tears brimming in his eyes. For the first time, he felt lighter than he had in years. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye.